Hi. Have you ever struggled with forgiveness? Either forgiving somebody else, or asking somebody for forgiveness, or forgiving yourself? Forgiveness can be a very challenging thing for us to do, but it's an essential practice for our mental and emotional well-being. I'd like to invite you to a forgiveness field. This is an online masterclass where you can come and practice forgiveness. It's not religious, it's non-denominational, but it is an amazing mental and emotional well-being practice. So if you feel like you've got some knots in some relationships, maybe big knots, maybe small knots, or there's something that you know that's bothering you that you really wish you could resolve and you can't, do check out an online forgiveness field. I encourage anybody who's curious about forgiveness, or if you ever struggled with forgiveness, to come to the class. I do a little bit of introduction. I talk about the obstacles to forgiveness, which is what I've written about in my book, Forgiveness Made Easy. And in my book, I outline the 5 biggest obstacles to forgiveness and how to overcome them. And one of those obstacles is not having a way of doing it. And so I offer this forgiveness field as a way of hosting a place where we can come together and in a more of a sort of ceremonial way, or a ritual of forgiveness, we can go through a process which can release what needs to be released from the heart. What I offer is a guided visualization that helps to undo the damage that's been done. And it sounds a bit unrealistic. Of course, you can't really go back and change what happened. But inside your mind, what's amazing is that your imagination can change your neural pathways. And that means that the things that you can't necessarily forgive or complete or resolve in real life, you can do it in your imagination, and that can be incredibly powerful. So if somebody has died and you didn't get the opportunity to say goodbye, or you didn't get the opportunity to ask them a question before they died, or you left and you didn't know it was the last time you were ever going to speak to them, and maybe you said something that you wish you hadn't, or maybe you didn't say something that you wish you had, all of those things can be resolved in this beautiful experience of a visualization where you're having a conversation with that person, and it's guided and it's safe and it's contained. And when we work in a group, you work with your microphone off, so nobody is overhearing you. It's just between you and that special person. And it means that you can find a way to come to a place of peace with the past. If you've experienced a lot of trauma, I would encourage you to get one-to-one support, either with somebody like me who specifically does forgiveness coaching, or with somebody else who does therapeutic work of that kind. And if it's something that's on your list that may be a bit of a lesser thing, but nevertheless something that's still hooking you, like a difficult boss, or another relationship in the family or with a friend that's a bit tricky, it's a wonderful place to practice letting go in the heart of the things that need to be released. It's very safe work because you work with your microphone off and no one is overhearing you. So it's like in your private space, but at the same time, I'm guiding the whole group through the process at the same time, which means that you have the group field. And one of the reasons I call them forgiveness fields is because of this idea from Charles Eisenstein and from other thinkers that forgiveness has a particular energy and creates a field. Every time somebody forgives, it adds to the forgiveness field. And then also the very beautiful Rumi quote, which says, "Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there." I really hope you decide to come to a forgiveness field. If you're not sure, just check it out, or check out some of my other videos to see if this sounds like something that your heart could do with. And I truly believe that this is essential mental and emotional work, and it has the power to transform your relationships. You might be surprised. I hope to see you at a forgiveness field soon. Thanks so much.